You did not see a thing. You did not. You absolutely did not see the intro play twice. As always, I'm your host, the Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have
Josh, and maybe in a second I'll say Josh again since we're going to do everything twice tonight, apparently.
No, we have not done anything twice. This is just the one time, and that's it.
Soldo!
3 times. All right.
As you can see, normally I have a quote-unquote cardboard standee behind me because of what's relevant in the news post.
Sure.
What's relevant is that I'm going to be scaling back on collecting everything out of Soto, so I'm going to be missing out on the weapons. So here's my relevant webcam. Let me just remove that text. Yeah. My relevant webcam is that I'm just modeling my own copy of the weapons.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, if you
have the,
more power to you.
You have the resources. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I gotta say, there's been some really creative stuff from our community, like not just everyone doing like all their fun repaints. I've seen Blade Raider put out a few really cool ones, but I've also seen one of the members in our community over at the Discord, who's pretty active in the art channel, just making their own toys out of paper. And like that's something, yeah, that like I used to make toy lightsabers out of paper when I was a kid, and that, like, you know, for that to have expanded in over the years, I think that's a really cool thing for them to be doing. Yeah.
Also, I would not be modeling this weapon if not for the fact that I realized that it is just, with the exception of that stamp screen on it, perfectly symmetrical, identical on both sides. So it is very easy to model.
Oh, that's good. And on top of that, yours would technically come out bigger than the actual release, but we will get to that.
I was about to say, also, I scaled it up just a tiny bit, just for the sake of the 3mm peg.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of, and I know this is still off topic, but like the news is kind of nothing this week.
I'm glad you said it too, because I 100% agree.
Whatever.
I mean, we all know what the best part is, right? Demons' hands.
Well, it's not just that. This blog was so incidentally funny toward the end, and it genuinely, I had some of the best laughs from just seeing what the hell. We'll talk about it. Blade Raider said he was working on painting a custom figure right now, but I also purchased. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up in the general chat, but I got some like D&D paints. It's a little starter set, and I'm wanting to, you know, just start painting certain figures because I have this D-legged what's this man? The Flash here.
Yellow Flash.
No, this is the Flash.
That's true.
As Spin Master likes to call him, and I want to turn him into a Kid Flash.
I don't get why they don't just change the box a little. How hard would that be?
No, genuinely, I think like villains don't sell as well. That's why we only get like one or one away.
Yes, I guess.
So what they need to do is my mindset is like 90s Batman toys. So I'm seeing Yellow Flash there. I'm like, just call him Lightning Surge Flash.
I like that name. That's a good name.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Anything with lightning in it, I'm down.
I'm probably gonna need at least one more of these to like have the black eyes and then the white like thing.
I gotta say, absolutely hilarious when you called me the other night. So Keyshawn was in the room. And I was like, "Oh, Corey's calling me," so I just put you on speakerphone. So Keyshawn was listening to the entire conversation. I was like, "What does he want from you?" I'm like,
"Flash him? What?"
I'm like, I guess he found a Green Lantern figure for me. So
could he not hear?
He was like kind of far, like in the doorway.
Oh, okay, all right.
Here. But like, it was just funny because like, also I could hear like my echo. Like from, so like I would hear.
You could have told me. I was just like, you know, it was connected to my car.
Right. You sounded so surprised when I picked up.
Sometimes you don't. And like on top of that, you don't have your ringer on at all.
Yeah, my phone's always on silent, so I do miss phone calls quite frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got lucky that I was on my phone.
Oh yeah, for real. I mean, like I still bought it, and it was just in my car already. Yeah. All right. So, hey, let's finally get to some news, huh? We've got a few people hanging out in here.
Did we want to talk at all tonight about like Yudo implications with all the new Don Brothers stuff? Or
we could, if you could, once we roll through this Soto blog, if you could give us like a quick rundown of the characters that we
sure
that we've got announced so far. But yeah,
I like how because I've done that Don Brothers video the other day, I guess I'm just doing that now. Because like on Geeky Tweak, they're like, "You did a video on this, go over it." I was like,
well,
okay.
Like, I didn't read too far into it. Like the reason why I really like doing the blogs on Tuesdays is to make sure that I have the information down. And for that, I just don't have the information down to
that's fair. Out. I mean, I just like saw Matt share it on what was that, Thursday morning, and I was just sitting in bed and I'm like, maybe a video on this. So I just made a video and then I got right back into bed. So
nice. Yeah, good time.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that. But yeah, hey. We've been talking a while about this incredibly slow rollout for the mammoth genome as a whole.
Yeah.
And gosh, all right. So
this is one of several times where I'm going to say that G is just looking at me trash talking him and just like, oh, you don't think I can do this? Because I was saying this is going to be like Breaking Mammoth, where we're just waiting forever for this follow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have been waiting quite a while, to be fair.
Yeah.
But
it's just strange anyway. Like this one out of all of them is the one that took so long to like.
I know, and it came out so well and polished, right, guys? This is
what's that? It's all there.
It's there.
Wow, we certainly. Well, I'm certainly purchasing these parts.
Speaking of these remix forms, has anybody seen what the new power up can do?
I have not. I mean, I saw that.
Shield?
I was about to say I saw that Vice is getting left out, and I thought, hey, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that is great.
He has shield.
He has been demoted to woes, so he's just like carrying his shield around.
Get this man a shield.
I think it's when you use the Vice stamp functionality with the new stamp, because you can stamp a pre-existing stamp on top of the new stamp, and the new stamp can read whatever stamp you stamped. I just said stamp so many times.
I know, yeah.
But I didn't really know how else to describe it. But it like can read all of them, and I think what it does in the show, because I saw like a little clip or a screenshot, is that it can summon these remix forms to fight like independently.
Oh,
so like
we are now getting closer to that thing that I described, where it's like we're just gonna have them all combine.
I mean, technically, it would make a pretty nice display to have just this form and then also these guys all hanging out behind it.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna joke. You're just gonna need to buy a lot of soda to make that work. Is the thing, unfortunately.
No, I mean, like if you.
Just buy buy each wave twice. Buy two.
If you're making that form's display, that's all. These would be all you need. You would only need the one.
Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking is that you might as well just be buying each wave twice, because you're going to have the figures as well as the accessories.
Or just wait 5 years until Shoto eventually does it, and then you can have that, and then also these over there in a box.
Toku Burst actually, you know what? That's why Vice doesn't get a power up with this new form. That's their in-show explanation.
Wait, what?
So earlier in the show, when the Jackal form debuted, which is when Vice turns into the skateboard, there was like a sketch on the screen when George was designing it, and Vice made fun of his design for the Jackal genome before George just made him into the skateboard. So as revenge for not liking that design, he didn't give him a power-up form in this new power-up.
Are you serious?
So that's what happens in the show.
I love that. Okay.
That's especially good because, you know, we think George is up to some... He's a little bit sus.
I gotta be honest, I thought you were talking about some dude named George. I didn't know there was a dude in the show just named George.
But the fact that we... right? The fact that we think he's a little bit sus is funny because what you just described reminded me of a thing about Kurotadan, where the actor had talked about how, you know, Laser's kind of his rival. He's also the bike. And I think it was the actor who just kind of offhand mentioned, I'd like to imagine that Kuroto basically set him up with a form that he needs a partner with. Yeah. Just to spite him.
Right.
Just like, you're not good at working with people, so I'm going to give you a form that you can only use with a partner.
Hey, I'm going to give you character development. Otherwise...
Revice is good.
Yeah. This is good, right? This is...
No, this is not good. Revice is good.
I agree. This is terrible and bad.
Listen, there's darkness in every light.
Sure.
Look at this. Yeah. What is this supposed to be?
Also, look, the one thing that they got wrong here is that Revice should be holding the boomerangs upside down. That's the one thing that got wrong.
Then I sent the whole thing back.
Oh,
give it another month to complete Mammoth.
Yeah, that's the deal breaker.
Absolutely.
For me, it's this rock. Where do we get this rock?
I don't know. Outside. Touch grass. Sweaty.
Wow. Got him.
Wow, that you went just like, wow, okay.
I know.
We didn't have a talk.
Damn. Next time you call me, I will Hana.
All right, you're not getting a Green Lantern next time. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, good stuff here. I guess.
Toku Burst, I agree. I thought this was one of the better dream mixes. Doesn't mean it's translated well to the Sono figure.
No.
I mean, have you seen the Jackal one? Have you seen that fight?
I have not.
He does some good shredding.
Oh wow! Ow.
I can't wait to see the Vice skateboard in Soto. It's gonna be fantastic.
It would be very hard for them to get it wrong because they would just need to make a really good sticker for the bottom of it.
Yeah, I mean that's
because it's like if you haven't seen, it's got a design on the top and the bottom.
Yeah. I mean, it would be so simple.
Actually, it's a Kamen Rider X Tech Deck collab.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh,
yeah,
finally.
Yeah, the collab we've been waiting for.
AJMC says, how many more remixes do they have left to do?
Brachio is one of them.
Yeah. So they have
I am kind of looking forward to Brachio. I feel like that one will be fun.
We haven't seen Kong.
Yeah, Kong, Brachio, Kamakiri.
Yeah.
We don't have the pterodactyl bike.
Yeah, pterodactyl bike.
You're right.
Jackal, which we just said.
I was about to say, believe it or not, the remix form for Jackal is literally Revi rides a skateboard.
Yeah, that's not going to be hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then technically, we have the Condor one, which is that repaint of the Eagle one, but I don't think they're going to do it because it only appears.
It's a weird one where there's a promotional image of Revi and Vice, and it looks like a quick Photoshop job. Yeah, I thought it was fake when I saw it.
Yeah. so
I mean,
it's like
Soto, come on, guys. Soto is the one that does the weird stuff.
Yeah,
no, I agree.
That's the thing is that this is one where it's like, you know, they've done packaging exclusive forms, but like this is like a promotional image exclusive form. This is weird.
I swear,
almost weird.
It's just a repaint because it literally is just a Photoshop of Eagle, but they would find some sort of way to remold it for some reason.
I don't care, honestly. Like, hold on. Here's the thing.
Just to make it easier for themselves, they wouldn't have to do it. But I feel like they would probably just remold it anyway.
Honestly,
here's the thing. If are you talking about like the actual the actual toy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that'd be really funny.
But, because literally, it's just a Photoshop of the eagle form. You don't have to remold anything.
I was going to say, now that you brought it up, the fact that whether or not it's possible or what work goes into it, I just realized clearly the one roadblock is that it's going to take up so many boxes in the wave that they're probably going to have to cut it out.
Yeah. And I feel like with all the other stuff they have to do that actually did appear on screen, that's a lot more valid to do.
Well, we have 14 boxes now. If there was ever a time where,
but guys, where is Kamen Rider Solomon? We were promised him so many months ago.
That's true. But I also assume that, we sort of will run out of these combinations eventually.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think we're going to see any more in the show at this point. I think those
God, I hope not.
I think it was just those main 10, and that would be it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, since you didn't know about George, I'll also tell you that on the official blog, there is a little bit segment where George talks about each form as it debuts, and literally from the start, he says, "Yeah, my goal is to get back the 10 Vice stamps, which are my favorite ones."
Yeah.
That's the lore, is that these 10 are his favorite riders.
Wait,
which is funny because I don't think he's really answered that question in the show. Because I think people have asked him in the show, and he just doesn't. He just kind of shrugs it off.
Oh.
What were you gonna say, Corey?
Oh no! So you were talking about a blog, a separate blog?
Yeah, it's like that when 01 did blog. when 01 did the what if forms. That version of it for Revice is that there's just a little segment with George.
That was always really cool, those what if forms. I loved those.
Yeah.
What if forms?
The concept art with 01, when he was using Shooting Wolf and which we got the figure of, and every week we saw all the different progress keys give him forms that never happened.
Wait, who's George? Is George in the show, or is George a real dude?
George is a character in the show.
Then where did George come from?
What?
The jungle. I don't know.
Wait, what? Then how did he talk about those forms?
He didn't talk about the 01 forms. We're saying that this blog is like that blog.
I didn't even know there was a different blog. This is the only blog I know.
Oh. We're talking about the show production blog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I want to talk about?
Who's on first?
Not this anymore. This is there are so many parts to swap here.
We just scroll through it and never talk about it again.
Honestly, can we? Because it's just, I'm probably just gonna cover it in the Soda Pop news. But I don't care. I
feel bad in a way because I appreciate that they're bothering to try this.
Yeah.
Because the show does it. So since the show does it, I appreciate that they're going through the lengths to do it. But if I ever get these Revice figures, I am never doing this.
So it's incredibly strange, right? We have things in shows to produce toys. And yes, we do have gimmick items and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
But in order to use gimmick items, you don't need CGI monstrosities, right? So those CGI monstrosities are made specifically for action figures.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And for the longest time, we haven't had a comprehensive line that wasn't Soto.
Right.
They haven't been doing a whole DX line. This is...
I mean, think of just how badly Saber's line dropped the ball.
Yeah, yes!
Because
Nothing showed up in that one.
They did, through Dragonic Knight, and they never did any of his other power-ups?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
I feel like Soto must be the main line.
At this point, it has to be.
It has to be.
It's always funny that one group shot with all the writers from Saber where they said, this is a thing that can only be done, probably, with Soto.
I think Figure Arts is getting close, but...
Figure Arts is stepping up, but it's doing it slowly. Taking its time.
So, they just announced, I think,
it's got a lot
Slash
of
and
things to do.
Kenzan for them or something, so...
Mm-hmm.
I know they showed Sabella and Durandal off at like that Tamashii Nations show, so like they might pull it off soon. But Soto was the first to do it, and the easiest way to get it. So
Yeah.
I agree.
You could probably buy like that entire display for like the cost of like 2 or 3 of the Saber figure arts.
Soto also has the notoriety of Sabella's actress actually tweeting a photo of her like putting together the figure or something.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah. I love that.
I think her tweet basically amounted to a lot of and exclamation points. Just hype. Love
that was awesome.
But I guess reeling it back here, we've come back to, hey, things are on sprues still. And, they made this swap a lot easier. Like the sprues we saw earlier made the swap for these things, these shin guards, a lot easier. Here's a comparison between how they look. There's a lot more mass, but like, it doesn't really amount to much. Hey, strut.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's the thing that I like with these remix forms is that they make it. My only experience is with Rex, but it's a good experience because it's like, with these parts, it makes for a solid connection when you wouldn't expect it to be.
Sure. And hey, okay, God, finally. All right.
Say what you will. Say what you will about the remix forms. Soto is taking them and just being like, no, we're gonna do these right.
Look, I agree.
Yeah.
Soto's the only one to actually take up the responsibility.
Mm-hmm. But we're talking about weapons.
It's really shitty of the other lines to just leave that up in the air for Soto to do. But they picked it up and they are running with it and they are committed to doing it. And they have not given up.
Yeah.
And it's the Ohin Buster 50. Here it is.
This time with a Vice stamp on top. I didn't notice it before.
It is the Rex Vice stamp atop.
Yeah.
I did not notice it until right now. So
look at all of this sticker detail that's like creasing and curving all over the place.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Probably work out fine.
Yeah. But I am really appreciative that we are getting like these front decals.
Yeah,
that's a good lot. That's a good idea.
That's a thing that I'm missing out on.
Yeah. And then also, Vice is joining in with the Axe version of the loaded Oin Buster.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's cool. That's the kind of gap that I need to work in. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then also, he has an angled hand now. And I appreciate this. I appreciate some angled hands in my life.
Yeah.
That's just what I needed.
Just what I needed. So it's just like the Vice one, or the Revi one that we saw earlier. We've also got Hammer 50.
Yeah.
That's the right name?
I think.
Sure.
It has like a Japanese name, but I don't remember what it's called.
There's this Ostadel here, and I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it has like a different name. I don't remember what it's called.
Okay, I'm looking at it now. Ostoderu. So I'm sure that's a pun.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because the Owen on Owen Buster is supposed to refer to like stamping a document.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like, they're being punny.
All right. Hey.
But it's nice to be here because Vice uses this a lot. So
yeah, Vice hit rock. Like, why would you put the sticker on the sharpest point of your actual real rock?
That is a good point. Yeah.
that is bad form.
Don't do this. Don't do this when you're touching grass.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're using the points to really like get the sticker into the little divots.
Oh,
there.
Of course, yeah. Get them into the crevices of this flat surface that they put this sticker on. Yeah, cool. Oh, you know what? I agree with Blade Raider. Wish the axe peg was on the bottom of that hold because they're holding it a little high. This looks a little high to me as well.
Yeah,
maybe.
Right? Or I don't know. I don't watch the show.
You should. It's really good.
I should. Yeah. Also, sword.
Yeah.
big ass sword.
Yeah.
I was telling Josh about this when I was when we started talking before the show, and I was talking about modeling these weapons.
Yeah.
I appreciate how the proportions don't seem to be like goofed up a little bit between the different modes. So it's like this sword, it's basically just the hammer with a blade popping out of it. Like it's not, the proportions are about the same.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of proportions, the actual core of the weapon has been scaled down in order to facilitate the new blade, but it's fine for me. I don't know about you. That's up to your discretion.
I was about to say, I'm not going to do that, but that's fair.
I mean, obviously they're making it work because, like, I mean, if you look at the hammer here and you look at the hammer on Vice, completely different size, obviously.
So. Yeah, very, very different size. But that's fine. I'm okay with this. It looks good.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, open hands, but like not like this, but more like this. You know?
Yeah.
Hard to describe to people in text.
Yeah.
Like it's the other open hand.
Yeah. It's the splayed open hand, not the resting open hand.
When it comes to my print files, I refer to this as just palm because there's no good word for it.
I see. Also, God, there's a terrible blue sticker on that. I know they were happy about the metallic blue inclusion.
We don't need to talk about that sticker.
I was about to say, you know what?
Okay.
They're allowed to use the sticker. I'm not going to use it.
Yeah.
What I meant to say is like they're allowed to include a sticker.
Yeah, I mean, is it nice that it's there?
I agree.
Sure, but I don't need to use it.
That's true. I don't need. You're right. I don't need to dunk on a free inclusion.
Does the blog at all imply that you could potentially use this for one of the open hands?
It does not say.
Because it is weird that it is included. I guess it just makes this particular hand a little bit more special.
I guess so. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. I always found this. I mean, I get it. 50. He's holding up five fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Be difficult to hold up five hands. But like, it looks a little bit random and almost nothing without the context of it being the 50th anniversary.
Sure.
Just like, let me just show the back of my hand.
Yeah.
I mean, like, build, or not build, but like,
Geo.
Was it Xaid? He does the. No, who does this?
That is Xaid.
That's Xaid? What is this?
I feel like he did that in episode 1 and then also in a statue or two.
And also in like a bunch of commercials, I'm sure.
Probably.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hey guys, check out over there.
I would love to know like the process that goes into like coming up with these poses, you know?
Oh yeah, like
I'm sure it's fun.
I think it could be fun to hear if it's like, oh, the suit actor just came up with an idea.
Yeah, then they just roll with it for like 20 years or however long these riders just show up.
All right, next.
What else?
Oh, what is this?
What?
Jofi!
What? They're doing the thing I knew they would finally do eventually.
Yeah, God, these look thick, like incredibly thick.
Yeah, I don't get why they're not like swappable feet.
5.
I know. But then we also have one for Vice,
which I didn't realize it until they showed it side by side. But I guess he does have bigger feet.
Yeah, he does. So now you can recreate their famous 5,500 kick. Right? Is that what I'm supposed to be getting from this?
But
okay. Yeah.
You know, Kamen Rider, the franchise that's lasted 5,000 years.
5,500 years.
I mean, we got Kamen Rider Century.
That is true. Yeah, they're preparing for the long. Like they're going for.
It turns out, hey, we figured out what year Ginga is.
Also, as a thought exercise for the new rider, like from Beyond Generations, like, wouldn't you think that there would be a veritable glut of connections and extra ports and stuff on a driver in the future. Like, it
Oh yeah, we made fun about
streamlined it.
this. We made fun about it on Geek Each Week.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because we were like, "There's no way this driver would be that simple in the future."
Oh, of course not.
No. You see,
course
they
not.
streamlined it. They streamlined it.
You know which direction we're heading. We're heading in the direction where every single form is a new driver. So,
Oh.
and
The
all of
belt
them are
is
premium Bandai.
grab Proto's tweet and just put that up here.
Also, I agree with Blade Raider. I don't think he can stand on those.
Probably not. Like, Revive for sure not. Vice, he has a
Probably.
chance.
Maybe, yeah.
It's the only chance
Might
he
be able to
has.
make it work. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just being facetious.
I gotta admit, when I clicked on the thumbnail for the blog last night and I saw Demons was in the thumbnail, I thought we were finally getting his Mogura drill. But alas,
no,
Come on,
we don't have
Bachelor.
that. We have Hannah.
it's fine. We have.
I know
hands.
we'll get him eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there. But there's something a little interesting about these hands. So as you know, these were delayed, and they told us that they told us as much. The thing is, these hands aren't actually cast in the same silver plastic as Demons. It's cast in the same gunmetal-y plastic as Live and Evil, so they are slightly different. But like,
Aw.
Well, that's it. Send it back.
yeah, could you tell though?
No, not at all.
Once we see the close up, it's like, oh.
Yeah, under different lighting conditions. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, they
Yeah,
also
it's-
said that it makes it look
Hands are
like
just dirty.
he said it makes it look like, hey, it's an actual suit because some parts are fabric, some parts are this other thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, gee,
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah. Let me see. Where is it? By the way, it is made with the same mold as Live and Evil in the same molding color. So the color is slightly different from the demon's body, but the cloth part of the hand is dark gray, even in a suit. Rather, it is a slight upgrade that it looks like a suit. So really, this is a plus.
You know what? You do you, G. It's like,
Hey,
I
it
don't
worked
agree,
out.
but I respect it. I respect the hustle. He's trying to make it work.
But what are you gonna do with all these pieces, guys?
Oh, gee, I don't know.
Can I just say again? This is another part where I think G is looking at me trash talking him, and he's just like, "Oh, you don't think I'm going to do this, do you?"
Well, I also wanted to bring up that I was curious about this before, but we are only getting one of the angled hands for Vice, and then one of the open hands for Revi. So,
that's fine.
Yeah, you know what? I pointed this out before. Just about every writer is right-handed, so I get it.
Yeah. Also, the weapons here, they have yet to show us the other side, and if memory serves me, all of the previous versions of these mold have had meat removal, so probably going to be the case here.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Can't win.
But hey, there's so much stuff. What do we do?
Isn't there a case for sorting small items?
Yeah, because there is. Yeah, check it out. There's stuff in there. Wow.
I can't read most of this text, so I'm just reading the large text.
That's fair. But yeah, everything basically fits on one stand. Unfortunately, you don't get an extra one, but that's fine.
They're gonna just really like very rarely drop these throughout these waves, aren't they?
Yeah, I was about to say, I guess this is convenient for them. It's like, hey, we've got this much left to do in this particular box. Hey, let's reuse this.
I wonder how many colors we'll get it in by the end.
That's the thing, is that usually a downside for me is when an accessory or option hands get cast in a different color. So it's like, oh, that's inaccurate. But in this case, it's like, oh, this is fun. Different colors. Like, it's also like with Saber, I wasn't really I've just been collecting the swords and not putting stickers on them.
I mean, that is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's you get to see them in all these different colors. I don't need them to all look accurate.
For real, yeah. Also, that's it. It's a whole blog. And that is all of buy 3.
So I gotta admit, I didn't realize we weren't done with buy 3.
Mm-hmm. I forgot. They've been kind of confusingly jumping around.
Yeah, true. That's true. Yeah, because like the foot soldier guys from last week were buy 4, so I guess I just thought we were on buy 4 now. But
I also noticed when I was going back to I think the previous blog, you know how the thing they've been doing in place of these lineups is just like photos of all the figures.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point where they left out some of the figures in the last blog post, where it's like, oh, this is an outdated lineup. That's
interesting. Interesting.
But yeah, Corey, if you want to zoom in on this, try opening it in a new tab. Instead of clicking on it and saying it doesn't zoom in.
Yeah, don't fall for that
again. Well, hold on. Here, let me...
You did it again.
No, I'm missing... I keep missing the...
Right.
Well, I open it in a new tab, and then I have to, like, switch the StreamYard thing to the other tab.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay. Well, okay.
Does that help?
So I just wanted to share my thoughts on like the collecting aspect of it, which is that not because I'm not enjoying Revice or Soto in general, I'm enjoying it still, but just in general, it's like the price increase is happening 2022, shipping prices being what they are. I am decidedly scaling back, and I'm gonna just kind of collect the individual riders. So in this case, it's going to be like Evil and Live in this wave. This wave is very painful for that, because it's like, if you look at every figure that you get in this wave, you get a weapon with each of them. And it's specifically like, if hypothetically, if I was like, oh, what if I just buy the armor set to get the weapon? Well, then the sticker is included with the body in every one of these. Like, look at it, the lineup. Each body just comes with the sticker for the weapon. Like they're showing that sticker sheet next to the figure.
Oh.
Like that's indicating, hey, if you want the stickers for the weapon, you got to get the body.
Oh.
So it's like
that's interesting. Yeah, like that first box there, you see like the stickers for the hammer, but you don't get that with the actual box.
Knowing now that because in a previous blog post they mentioned how like there is kind of a budget involved with the sticker sheet itself, so it's like I get it, and if you're like buying the armor set, you're more than likely getting the body as well. So it's like, no, I don't fault them for this one. It completely makes sense. It just sucks. You know?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you're gonna have to buy. Like, if you're buying it just for the weapon, you might as well not even bother, honestly.
Yeah, hey, look at my screen. I'm modeling the weapon.
No, exactly. But like, to what you're saying, even if it's split up, I genuinely don't think it matters too much. You're buying them both anyway if you are going in on at least one of the boxes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like I said, you're gonna be buying them both anyway, so it's like it's not really an issue. It's just kind of a bummer that it turned out that way, because there would have been a time before COVID where I would have been like, yeah, I'll just buy the armor set and get the weapon. But in this case, it's like, well, now I got to also buy the body in order to get the stickers for the weapon.
That's true. I mean, in this case, now.
So in that case, it's like, well, at this point, I might as well just buy the whole wave.
Yeah, or you could buy just the stickers and model all the everything else.
You're right.
How about that?
Yeah, I guess you could.
You're already modeling it anyway.
Yeah, but also the reason I was hoping to zoom in on this, it's fine. But did you notice the hand situation? Where like we have 2 accessory sets at the end of this wave, right?
Uh-huh.
Both of them come with hands. So it's not like you can just buy the one accessory set to get all the hand options.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, again, I get it.
So like the way I see it,
Mhm.
the prevalent way to collect this line for people outside of Japan is to just buy the whole wave. I
Yeah.
get there are people that can pick and choose, and that requires a lot more hunting and whatnot. And if that's how
Yep.
you collect it and put more work into it, that's good. That's for you. But like for I would say the majority of people, it's one and done, and you get everything. It's not that big a deal to me, honestly.
Yeah.
And for the people in Japan, I'm sure it's a different story, but that's technically not our audience, and like we can't really speak to that experience. And I don't think it matters, honestly.
Yeah, it's like I'm scaling back, but it's also like it's not really that big of a deal. It means I'm saving a little bit of money.
Yeah. All right. So that's this, but the blog doesn't end here. Let's just breeze right past the rest of this.
One could say there are always. Oh wait, we got to talk about Vice.
I don't think he's
unstickered. That's all I saw.
Yeah, I think that was all there was, right? For him.
Yep, there he is.
Boom. Hey, campaign stuff's happening. They did a little bit.
It's a Vice.
I think he got his physical body back in this week's episode, so I guess.
Oh.
So I guess we'll see him legs soon.
So do keep in mind you're not getting a display stand with this. Which like
you just have to throw it up in the air and hope it stays there.
Oh yeah, yeah. But
drop test.
For this guy though, they did say they're not providing a stand, but they will be providing extra in the line itself. So keep your eyes out for that if you're gonna want one for this. And like it's absolutely necessary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's no meat removal back here, so that's good. And his arms are actually part of the main line. It has the drawer joint. That's really good. It actually has a longer peg than the typical Vice figures. So I guess that means he has a better ball jointed head up here. And I believe, that's basically it for now. These are going to be getting to people eventually, I'm sure. But the first lineup ended. Now we're moving into the second one. We'll see what happens. In terms of distribution,
how this is going to go in the aftermarket.
I agree. We'll see. Hey, let's throw it over to D-Man for genuinely my favorite part of this blog.
So the blog is always going all out. At a climax.
Oh. So this is the part of the blog where I call how not to pose legs.
You're right.
Check this out. It's Momo! Woo!
Yeah.
Check out this boy. He's going to be coming in the Momo and Kintaros Imagine set that is wildly expensive and about to end soon.
The wildly iconic duo.
Huh?
The wildly iconic duo.
Of course, yes. It's a set of 2, and it's what, like $80 each on Toku Collectibles?
Something like that. There was a lot.
Yeah.
I can look
but
up here again.
Here's our boy.
Oh,
what is going on here?
What's that quote? Look how they've mangled my boy.
My boy. What are you doing with his leg? It looks like you've bent his knee the wrong way, but the joint is clearly moving in the right direction. I don't know what's going on here.
$72 each on Toku Collectibles.
Oh, God.
As you do. What is this text? Writer fans.
Momotaros with a total length of about 10 centimeters is ideal for placing on your desktop.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then also, what is going on?
I was distracted.
So is this what you were referring to? Is the funny part of the blog at the end? I did not notice this at all because honestly, once I saw Momotaro, I just kept scrolling. I didn't care.
That's fair. Look at these legs. Who does this?
But thank you for bringing this to my attention because I did not realize how ridiculous it was.
You're welcome. But yeah, there are these two together. D-Man decided to steal this off of G's desk while he was out, so he do this little photo shoot.
Yoink.
Yep, very cute.
He stole it so he wouldn't have to pay $72.
Also, he just decided to put it on top of his shelf where all the rest of these guys are hanging out. So that's very cool. Yeah, we talked about these guys. We'll probably get a review closer. The images you saw earlier, these paint apps, they aren't even final. So keep that in mind.
It's a random display of characters there.
I mean, Build, I feel like did he start on Build or did he start on Xaid?
That's about right.
I know he wanted to fix Build, so I get why he's on there. Ryuki's the most recent Chronicle.
True.
Revi is there because he's the most recent mainline Soto.
I guess Bowser's everyone's favorite.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this works out. I don't see any sort of teasers back here or anything that we missed.
Yeah, whose like side is that next to Bowser?
Something tells me it's like I think it's who's Jin, but like all silver.
Could be a prototype. Could be a teaser.
Maybe.
If there's anything that's a teaser, it's definitely gonna be that. If we can't figure out what it is.
Unless of course it's that shiny version of 01.
Oh,
Metal Cluster
Hopper.
Yeah. Maybe.
Guys, did you notice in this photo there's a whole denliner in the background?
Remember the time we missed an entire bike for Kuga?
Oh, the Wolf Orphanaut, the Blade Raider says.
People with big imaginations may see Tokyo in the background from the S&P line.
I don't know, that cabinet in the background, that's got to be teasing something.
Oh, yeah. They're going to sell you an entire cabinet bit by bit in Soto.
Shoto display cabinet.
Over 10 years, you'll get one drawer.
It's like those... it's like those build kits that you get like in the magazines every month or whatever. You have to like...
A Blade Raider saying it looks like it might be the Wolf Orphanaut.
That might be it.
Yeah, I was thinking Orphanaut a little bit. Also, Small Dream saying Soto Chronicle build confirmed.
Oh no, you cannot do this to me. You know, after Gaim and then after Ryuki, which yes, this is Scissors, but he's the best character in Ryuki anyway.
You're right.
So I can't buy into a whole Chronicle series again.
I mean, a thing I always remember is that when I was pointing out that for the longest time, maybe even still, the survey has like, what do you want to see in Soda? And one of the options was Legend Rider Xaid Chronicle or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
like,
anyways.
They know.
These guys are here. You can buy them eventually.
That's a better sitting pose right there. What's going on?
Yeah, right? Like, who? D-Man, get on top of this. What is...
They got it right there.
Highest climax product.
And also all this stuff, he's sitting in front of some Japanese words. Next week, we're going to be talking about Forze.
Ooh.
And everything in the Shoto 14 wave. Shoto X14. Can't wait for that. And then more reveals. I believe it says here.
Oh.
Where is it?
Under Forze. I saw it.
There it is. Sample review and new information lifted. Lots of new information lifted.
Yeah, I was about to say, hey, my favorite sound from Deno. Danger.
So what has it been 6 months since the last Gaim Chronicle set announcement?
We keep speculating that. I feel like they might want to wait.
In my mind, it's 2 months late. So
I genuinely think they might want to wait till another movie is ready to come out and then they want to try it again.
TTFC, it's your move.
That's my biggest complaint about Chronicle is that they will not finish anything in Chronicle. None of the shows have been finished, and it's
actually, you know what? They don't need a new TTFC right now to release anything for Gaim because they still got summer movie content.
That's true. I agree. But no, I mean, like they might need that extra Gaim push. Like, hey, Gaim is on the mind. We're giving you this new stuff and some old stuff.
Hey CSM, what you got?
Well, they still have to show off the details of those next 2 Lockseed sets that they've confirmed. They just haven't shown them off yet.
I think also the fact that we're getting the Forze wave next time. I mean, hey, maybe some more Forze and also the wizard figure that's in this wave.
I wonder for the Lockseeds and stuff that might be running into supply chain issues just because of the.
Oh, that's true.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, I'm not sure how much of it because I don't really know, if they're straying off of their plan or if it's just this was their plan to stretch out I mean, I know they were trying to stretch out the CSM Gaim stuff for a good amount of time.
Small Dream asking, what did they have left for O's Chronicle besides 10th? Aqua and Poseidon.
And the kangaroo stuff. The kangaroo.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
From the Hyper Battle DVD.
But also Aqua and Poseidon.
Oh, yeah.
No, there's plenty for O's left to do. But like I said, if they wanted to start again with a better base body, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I don't want them to start all over. I want them to just finish.
I agree. It's just that it sucks not having enough range of motion out of the elbows.
I mean, technically, the only one that finished was Kuga, but then again, we never got Rising Ultimate, which I know didn't show up in Kuga.
Yeah, but it's a decade.
It is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Kuga's more or less finished. It did everything it needed to do actually from Kuga.
And I would dare say it did more than it needed to do because we got into Guvazeba.
Yeah, it definitely did.
True.
And both versions of his bike and everything, it did that.
Yeah, and a parachute.
Blade Raider also speaking the unfortunate truth, which is that Kamen Rider Century is happening before Aqua.
Oh well, yeah.
That was the thing is that once we saw that Century's belt's getting a premium Bandai thing before the movie comes out, I tweeted a meme where Aqua says, "Am I a joke to you?"
Yeah, Aqua's not coming for a while.
I don't know why there's such an aversion to Aqua.
No, I don't get it.
Clearly,
they just will not give you a figure of that guy.
Clearly, what they're waiting is they're waiting to do the Shinobi follow-up in 2022, and then Aqua's going to show up as a special cameo.
Hey, I mean, I'd be down for that.
Sure, that'd be fine.
Bring Aqua back for the O's movie.
Yeah, honestly.
Bandai?
You know who's in that broken O's suit? It's Aqua.
It's Aqua. He's
evil again.
He's evil again.
Oops.
Yeah, oopsie.
Buddy, you gotta stop doing that.
I know.
Sorry, AG, I did it again.
How many times do we have to defeat an evil version of you from the future before a good version of you from the future stops this?
But yeah, like I was suggesting before, hey, this Shoto wave with Forze, it's all Forze and then Wizard, so it's like I'm just waiting. That's it feels like the Chekhov's gun, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like that, I'm waiting for them to just follow up and say, hey, you may have noticed that we only did the one Wizard figure. Well, guess what?
We're not doing any more, but we are going to do a premium Bandai Dragon with bike.
I was going to say, well, guess what? We'd love to do more Wizard, but we're doing Forze right now. Because we know who the real winners are.
It's true.
Yeah. Anyway. That seems to be it.
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely do not miss.
Yeah. So they're back next week, and we definitely will be. But before that, I did want to share with you guys something that I got in the mail that I had on my desk. There it is. So I had accidentally shipped Malunis one of some Soto items, and I accidentally shipped him my Dai Soto build hand. So he shipped it back to me, with an extra gift.
Ooh.
A mystery
I
bag.
wonder what it is, and I thought it'd be really cool to see what it is with you guys.
I'll also say I'm looking forward to seeing how it turned out because it's been in that packaging for a little bit.
All right, let's see.
It's aqua.
It's aqua.
Surprise! I made an entire Soto Aqua that's in miniature.
Oh, that's adorable!
Oh wow!
It was definitely not recent, but it was a 3D printed full bottle keychain that I tried out.
Do you hear that?
Yeah,
cool.
It's got a little thing in it.
Oh, that's very
awesome.
nice. This is wonderful. Thank you. Oh, it turns too.
Wow.
Oh, this is lovely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I love this.
I hope that the paint is fine.
I didn't even know it was painted.
I think
it doesn't feel like it. Wow.
I think that I did not have one of those filament colors at the time.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Neat.
Very awesome. Thank you so much. And also, Josh, I know you wanted to talk about the leaks, but this box has been sitting here, and I've been wanting to open it for a long time.
Oh.
And there's a really cool thing in here that I wanted to show off to everybody.
Oh.
If we're opening
So
boxes,
if you don't mind,
let me go get something. I got a box to open as well.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I'll open this up and talk about
what's that
the boring
icon?
thing first. Turns out Josh is Rye right now.
Oops.
But yeah, I ordered this on Mandarake because I accidentally forgot to pre-order something, and I had to get it after the fact, which was fine. And in order to make the shipping a little more worth it, I added stuff to my order. Unfortunately, shipping is so terrible now that I did not have enough money to.
Oh, is this that thing you bought like a week ago or something? Or
I bought a lot of stuff a week ago.
Yeah, I saw you place a giant Mandarake order, and I had no idea what was in it. So.
I didn't actually place the giant portion of the Mandarake order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but here, hold on.
I'm assuming this is gonna have something candy toy related, so I'm excited to see.
Something what?
Candy toy related.
Oh yeah. Because like I said, I forgot to pre-order something, and I had to order that, and then I added an extra thing to it.
Okay.
So.
I agree with Small Dream. Talk about leaks and the box.
Yeah. We'll get there.
I mean, there was not much to say about the leaks, but
yeah. But I got an extra one of these just because my kangaroo still had a broken leg, so
that's right. Yeah.
The ball joint was wrong on that one, so I needed that. And then since I forgot to do my pre-order of it, Shadoriki 2.
Ooh, you didn't? Oh, I didn't realize you could pre-order that.
I forgot to pre-order Shadoriki 2.
Oh.
I made sure to put a pre-order down for 3. But
good.
I've got that. That's really cool. But the most important part of this box, something I have been aching for I want to say quite a few years, actually. This is the first wave of candy toy wizard figures.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yes. Oh my god. I'm so happy to finally have these.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. And I wanna start opening these up, but as I do that, Josh, why don't you just open your box up?
Sure. So it's actually like in this bag.
Oh,
is that
happy
corn?
pineapple?
Oh, that's
so that's just what the eBay seller put it in, I guess.
Okay.
So I don't know how well this is gonna work. I hope it's gonna work. If it doesn't, it's still kind of cool anyway. But this is a bike from the Dragon Knight toy line.
Oh.
Which is the like typical or the whatever this is called. Yeah. So this is the one released during Dragon Knight.
Nice.
And it comes with this little Dragon Knight like sitting down figure. So like if it doesn't work for Soto, at least there's that. But obviously I wanted to try it with Chronicle. So
yes.
I think it's probably to be a little too big, but let's see how horribly or well this works. So I can get him to sit down. You got this, buddy. All right.
In typical me fashion, I started off the stream like modeling, and then at some point I definitely stopped.
Yeah.
And was just focused on talking.
Also, I'm as he's
not perfect.
Wow.
Kind of fits.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
How expensive is it?
I paid like $10 for this.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So it's missing.
Nice.
There was like some like clip-on like effect pieces or something that like Bandai added randomly, but that wasn't even show accurate, and those weren't, the seller didn't have them. So I'm like, I don't care. They're not show accurate anyway.
Right.
So now I got that thing for my Chronicle face.
Heck yeah.
So,
nice.
It worked out well.
And now I have. So this is actually my second wizard, but I think I might have lost some stickers on the other one, so I'm definitely keeping this this flame. And also they come with these. Each of them has a quarter of a display stand round.
Huh.
That's neat.
Yeah. So as I'm opening this up, Josh, would you like to quickly run through what we have in terms of rumors?
Sure. So kind of the main thing I wanted to talk about, because I mean there's like rumors about like the names of
do not consume.
Are you sure? I can.
No.
Oh no, cool. But yeah, so there was like leaks about like the names of some of the they already had leaked before. So like the new bike mecha that combines with Duron, and such like that. And kind of how that's just going to work and everything. But the things that kind of relate to like what we talk about is the fact that Change Heroes is really going to be continuing next year.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet. Because I thought that was a pretty cool line. I got all of those. And they scaled really nicely with Vito, which I need to finish stickering up. But yeah, so like that was a really cool piece of information that we got there. But like we also had heard about Zenkaiser getting a new form from these new leaks, called Zenkaiser Black. We don't know what that looks like yet. I guess you could kind of just assume it'd be Zenkaiser with all the white and black.
We don't know what it's like, but we've seen Photoshops.
Yeah, sure. we could guess. And we know that that's getting a Change Hero series figure, and like the whole team is going to get them, and the new alters, as they're called, the Avatar gear alters, are going to get like the Change Hero treatment more than like the deluxe kind of treatment. So it's really interesting just how they're integrating like the deluxe mecha with Change Hero this year. It's awesome. It's really cool.
Yeah. And like apparently we're not really even getting deluxe stuff like deluxe mecha for a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're
not
leaning
until like
into
June or something. It was. Yeah.
So they're super leaning into an integrated mecha line, and I love it. I love everything about it.
And it just makes me super intrigued for like what Yudo's gonna do. Because like if Sentai is actually gonna make a genuine effort to have a proper figure line last longer than a year. So
I know,
I mean, Change Hero didn't do everything I would have wanted them to do in Zenkaiger, but Yudo 2 was so good it pretty much filled any of the gaps I would have wanted anyway.
Yeah.
So except for Hakaiser, but that was kind of a situation where he showed up after Yudo 2 already came out and was like, how are we going to do that?
So that means we are in an interesting position where there's potential to pick up where we left off.
I think there is, yeah, and I think that would be really sweet.
It would, but also it's Yudo and we've been burned before.
100% yes.
Because there's like new images of the Dino Fury equivalent of Ryusou Max Red, whatever that's called.
Yeah, that leaked today.
I was reminded, hey, guess what Yudo really dropped the ball on?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
They dropped the ball on like a whole wave of
I mean, just to narrow it down, the biggest sin.
Well. I mean, I would argue that like not having Lupin Tricolor was one of their greatest sins as well.
It's the movie form.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah.
It's like it's unfortunate, but it's like they're not going to do that.
I don't know.
Yeah, because it was
I thought we had a good
movie forms and like finale forms that they didn't do.
Sure.
Well, I'll also say, truly, their greatest sin is Yudo Q Ranger.
No.
Yeah.
I will partially go up to bat for that because it was a case study for them.
That's true. That
it was a test more than it was a legitimate go at it.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate result. It's kind of like how Soto double wave 1, the only wave, is like an unfortunate thing of, well, now we know that this works.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the equivalent.
Yeah, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, Blade Raider's comment down there. I hope that Zenkai Black comes with the Zenkai canon, even if he doesn't have it in Dawn Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So we never got like a little action figure scaled version of that. So that'd be nice to have. So you could also give that to a Kaiser figure if you did that. If you did him, since he did use it as well.
But like, so the thing is, Hakaiser's not, at least not been confirmed to continue into the next year. Do you think that might play into, what Yudo's able to do?
Yeah, I don't know.
It would be a first for Yudo to do addendum figures the way that Soto has been doing for years.
And think of it this way.
And if any time it was going to happen, it would be now.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that it would be a first, but it's like, what better time to have that first?
But also, keep in mind that, like, I'm sure Yudo continues based off of success, right?
Yeah.
I gotta think that Yudo didn't do as well this year. Just because they basically got their lunch ate on the first wave.
Oh, I see what you mean.
The second wave, I'm sure it made the second wave a lot more desirable for people, but I don't know. I don't know if that was enough.
Well, I guess also the fact that we're getting a show. I'm thinking about that Shirakuda tweet. That narrows it down. But the one where he said that, like, the next Sentai is kind of being influenced by the success of Zenkaiger. So I'm thinking, like, they could potentially, like, do things like, hey, here's Hakaiser, even though it's not in the new Dome Brothers show. I think they could do that just by virtue of Zenkaiger did well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't have to necessarily be about the success of Yudo at that point. It's just the success of Zenkaiger.
Okay.
True.
Well, either way, like, we've only been getting 2 waves a year?
Yeah.
And do you think if it were a regular year, we probably wouldn't have gone up to 3 the next year, right? It would just be status quo until something got better.
I would just remind you that my expectations are always low for Yudo.
That's true. I agree.
So that's my answer.
Could have sold just as well and got one less wave. Who knows? I don't have a lot of faith in Yudo.
I want to believe that they can do it.
I do too, because they're figures that I want.
Exactly.
Plus, it's also like what I was saying is that, Yudo doesn't do the addendum figures the way that Soda does, but, like, I can also see, not the writing on the wall, but I can see the hypothetical situation where they're like, hey, so we've seen the Soto team do this, and it works out really well for them. Let's do it for Yudo. It's like we gave them our ball jointed hands, so,
yeah, and
we're taking an idea from them.
Yeah, of doing everything. Yeah, I don't know. I would agree. But, I mean, if there is also something about, like, I'm realizing now how separate the Sentai team and the Rider team is, just because they had to go through a bunch of hoops for the freaking
all the CSM stuff. That was insane.
And honestly, anytime there's a crossover between Sentai and Rider, the crux of it is the Recadaizanto. That's the way it's been at least the last 2 times that we've talked about, difficulties crossing
that sword is
things
just
over.
so cool. It crosses franchises.
For real. It's a great sword. That sword gets around.
I mean, I love a big sword.
Yeah. Also, I finished up, taking the first wave out of the box. Plenty of paint.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Not many
bad.
stickers. Huh?
For like, not bad
Yeah.
for like a 8-year-old figure. Yeah.
Yeah, and check out the display stand. It's got the wizard like sigil on it.
9-year-old figure.
It's split into different pieces. You said.
Yeah. So each.
I didn't realize that. That's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah, each one of these.
That's cool.
Yeah. And also,
I know you've wanted that for a while, so.
Yeah. And at the bottom, there's weapon storage.
Ooh. That's really nice.
I got these for 6,000 yen, so it was about $15 a pop.
Not terrible for how old it is.
Not terrible.
It only sounds terrible because it's like you're buying them all at once.
Yeah, it's $60 for 4 figures.
That's the thing. It sounds bad, but then when you think about it, no, actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of older figures. So, yeah. Anyway,
aren't the I forget which figures in that wave.
Yes, it is.
But...
Oh, he was asking if it was sculpted like the.
Nice. Love to see it.
Yeah, that's
one of those figures has open hands, right?
Yes,
or they have like swappable hands. Forearms, in fact.
Yeah. I was hoping they'd be ball jointed because all of these have ball jointed wrists, but you have to swap them out there. That means you have to make a decision on what cuff you want. But I don't care. I'm not even gonna put. If I swap in those hands, then I'm not even gonna put the sticker on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but guys, that was it. Did you have anything else before we got the hell out of here?
I don't think so.
Good one.
Okay, cool. One last very important thing before we go. As always, links to how you can help support the Black Lives Matter movement. Hashtag Stop Anti-Asian Hate, and just a donation link to the Trevor Project in the description down below. I had talked earlier about potentially endorsing Toys for Tots.
Right.
After thorough consideration, we're not going with that. We kind of don't like what it has to say. But just buy something nice for somebody in your family this season.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't have to go through the whole thing to do something nice. I don't know.
This is a bit of a random one, but because I was looking on Sir Toys recently, that was the shop that sells a lot of like knockoff Transformers things.
Yeah.
One thing that I appreciate about their like FAQ is the person running it knows that they're selling knockoffs. They're very transparent about it, and also definitely have dealt with a lot of angry customers regarding like shipping, and also like people wanting to buy something for their kids for their birthdays or Christmas, whatever. I appreciate the statement that he has where he's like, if you're buying a gift for your kid, it will mean a lot more if you actually go all out and get something proper instead of a cheap knockoff.
Sure.
So there's a lesson to take away from it. Just buy something nice.
Yeah, buy something nice. Or maybe buy something nice for yourself. You deserve it.
Maybe today is a no bones day or whatever that TikTok is about.
I'm sorry?
Isn't there? I had a friend show me this one time. There's this like daily TikTok thing where this guy films his dog, like puts the dog in the box, and if the dog falls over, it's a no bones day, so take care of yourself. Just relax.
Huh?
It's like a Groundhog Day situation.
I've never seen that. Interesting.
I've never seen. Yeah. Oh yeah, Small Dreams, right? Buy candy toys for your friends. That's it. That's it.
Get them addicted.
That's the whole thing.
Give your friends an addiction this year.
I know you. You have extra candy toy. You're not gonna sell them. Give them to a friend. Thank you so much for watching. Do all the things I said. Follow us on the social medias and whatnot. Thank you guys for coming here. It was a heck of a lot of fun. See you guys next week, hopefully at the right time. This was delayed because of my Wi-Fi, but it's fixed now. Yeah. All right. Night, everybody. Oh, yeah. I almost ended the broadcast. We have an outro.
Oh yeah, we gotta get the awkward outro.
I'll show this. Keep it. All right, or that too. Bye. And now it is time.
The Gaim stamp is over there. I could just use that.
Does it say juicy?
No, it doesn't. It just says Kamakiri, and then it goes. I'm not even going to replicate the stamp sound. Yeah. Come on, Kamakiri.